everyone, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for always stopping by. In today's video, I want to share with us a simple recipe you can use to make your own spiritual husband or spiritual wife soap. Most of us have this spiritual husband or spiritual wife, but we don't have money to do the proper settlement. You can use this soap to suppress the powers, to enable you start making headways, to enable you to start making money, to enable things to start working well for you, pending when you are ready to do the needful. Like I always say, the best way to get rid of it is to do a proper settlement, which is money consuming. It consumes is expensive, okay, but most of us don't have this financial capacity to settle it. So you can use this soap to suppress the power, to let it leave you, to at least work and make money before you can now go for the settlement. Remember that when you have spiritual husband or spiritual wife, your doors will be completely closed. There is nothing you lay your hand on that will prosper. If you're a business person, you see your business going down on daily basis. If you're a civil servant, you see your salary, you cannot account for it. You cannot actually say what you do with your money. You will see the business you started with a huge sum of money going down. And when you sit down to calculate, you're not spending the money, you're not a reckless spender, but you don't know how the business still keeps going down. These are things spiritual spouse can cause, or spiritual husband or spiritual wife. You get married, to have kids will be a problem, and if you manage to have kids, you may not live happily with your spouse. These are things spiritual spouse can cause in every home. It can even make your in-laws to hate you for no reason. Most of the people suffering from their in-laws hating them, nobody loves them, is as a result of spiritual spouse. And you as a man, any little thing your wife does to you, you get offended. It's not as if you don't love your wife, but after getting offended, after the quarrel, you start wondering, why could this little thing cause this kind of heavy quarrel between you and your spouse? These are things spiritual spouse can cause in every home. There are many things it can cause, so I wouldn't want to go into that. I want to share with us how you can make the soap and use it, and the best time to use it. The first ingredients I'll be having here is my cassava leaf. This is my cassava leaf. Please, if you can get this leaf, get a good quantity of it. Get as many as you can get, okay? So when you get your cassava leaf, the next ingredient you're going to be needing is your soap. You can use any soap of your choice, okay? This is Dove. So if you cannot get Dove, some of you will say, Solution Empire said Dove. No, if you can get Lux, if you can get Premier, any soap, go ahead. But if you cannot, this is my Ghana soap. You can use this. This is the one I use for commercial purpose, so you can use this. So why I always tell people to use their soap, because of some people, when they use black soap, it darkens them. For people that still talk about complexion when they are doing spiritual assignments, please use your normal soap, then add these ingredients to it. Then the next ingredient you're going to be adding is our garlic. These are my garlics. You're going to add enough quantity of garlic. When I mean enough quantity, if you're in Nigeria, depending on the quantity of soap you're making, you should buy at least 300 naira, 400 naira garlic, and make sure you use all. Then another thing you're going to be needing is our scent leaf. This is my scent leaf. Okay, if you don't have scent leaf, you're going to use the fresh one this time around, not the dry one. The dry one will not give you what you want, because we need the water of that scent leaf for this assignment. So when you get your scent leaf, you're going to pound it together with your cassava leaf. Remember, I said your scent leaf, your cassava leaf, your garlic. You're going to pound these three ingredients together: scent leaf, cassava leaf, and garlic. Get a good quantity of it, pound it together to be like paste. It will take some time. If you don't have a mortar and you have a grinding stone, you go ahead and use it. Then after grinding it, you can now add your soap. So depending on the quantity of soap, that will determine the quantity of these ingredients you are going to add to it. But make sure you add enough of it, because it's those ingredients that will scare away the spiritual husband or the spiritual wife. Now after making it, you are going to look for a white plate or a white container with cover or with lid. You put the soap inside and keep it for 24 hours before you start using. Let me assume you make it this evening, you're going to start using it tomorrow evening. So this soap should be used only at night. Only at night. So when you want to bath at night, use this soap. If you have a local sponge, go ahead and use it. If you don't have a local sponge, just use the soap like that. Don't use a regular sponge. Use either local sponge or your regular soap. Then after bathing, do not towel dry your body. If you live in a country where the weather is cold, look for something to cover yourself pending when your body gets dry. Then you go ahead and wear your clothes and sleep. Remember that before you use it, you have to pray. Yes, prayer is the key to everything you are doing. And if you're a Christian, there are 3 psalms you should read on this soap before you use it. Read Psalm 66, Psalm 57, and Psalm 27. Psalm 66, Psalm 57, and Psalm 27. Psalm 66, 57, and 27. Read these psalms inside the soap before you begin to use it. And as you're using it, you have to be prayerful. You have to tell God to settle this spiritual spouse for you, provide for you to be able to settle him or her, so that they will leave way for you to prosper. When you have spiritual husband or spiritual spouse, everything seems to be stagnant in your life. Even somebody that used to be very beautiful, you see the person changing every day. The person, you won't even understand what the person looks like, because the person will be dying silently. He or she cannot actually say what is wrong with him or her. At times, their own method will come. They will start giving you food in the dream, and when you eat that food in the dream, in real life you find it difficult to feed. Everywhere will be stagnant. No help from anywhere. Nobody will even want to help you, because the thing will keep scaring good people away from you. The only people that will be coming in your life are useless people. Let me use that language. People that cannot be of any help to you. People that cannot give you even common advice, talk of giving you money. People that cannot help you in any way. There are people that will be coming your way. If you're a young person that want to get married, you see old men, married people coming your way. You'll be wondering, what have you done to receive this kind of treatment? And as a young man, you want to get a wife for marriage. Any girl that you feel that you loved, before you know it, the relationship will scatter without any cause, without you placing what actually made that girl to leave. And it's the same pattern that other girls will come and leave. The same thing applicable to the ladies. Any man that come to your house, they want to come and pay your bride price. Before you know, the person will not show interest again. These are the things spiritual spouse does in people's life. So don't take it for granted. Do this assignment, and please, whenever you have money, don't hesitate to settle it, and you'll be free completely. Okay? Yes, I've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next one.